We like boots and saddles. We love girls and guitars. We let romance and passion turn our heads and rule our hearts. Old bandanas and blue jeans, campfires burning like stars. It's a song about all the things we live and what we are. Dancing cowboys, singing horses, gypsy music, ringing voices. Dancing cowboys, singing horses, gypsy music, songs about love. We got home in our hearts, babe. Got the road in our blood. Got a cowgirl in every single town, or our name ain't mud. We like pistols and Stetsons, dance halls and cafes. Now you know where we're coming from. Come and dance the night away. Dancing cowboys, singing horses, gypsy music, ringing voices. Dancing cowboys, singing horses, gypsy music, songs about love. Gypsy music, ringing voices. Dancing cowboys, singing horses, gypsy music, songs about love, songs about love, songs about love.
It's the same old situation where cheaters never win, and we are no exception to the rule. 'Cause your husband is my buddy and my wife is your best friend, and these games we play are tailor-made for fools. We are loving up the storm, the seas are rough and the sails are torn. Ever noticed the passion in our eyes, but it won't be long till pleasure turns to pain. But today's another rendezvous at the Hotel Paradise. The sky is turning black and it looks like rain. We are loving up the storm, the seas are rough and the sails are torn. In your arms I'm safe and warm, but in my heart I know we must be loving up a storm.
know I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to whose heart is true. Baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please don't forget my past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to whose heart is true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to whose heart is true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher and let's say I do. Then you'll know you'll have me, and I know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to whose heart is true. I don't want no other love, oh baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to whose heart is true. Don't be cruel to whose heart is true. I don't want no other love, oh baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Baby makes me proud. Lord, don't she make me proud. She never makes a scene by hanging all over me in a crowd. 'Cause people like to talk. Lord, don't they love to talk. When they turn out the lights, I know she'll be leaving with me. And when we get behind closed doors, when she lets her hair hang down, and she makes me glad that I'm a man. Oh, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. My baby makes me smile. Lord, don't she make me smile. She's never far away or too tired to say, I want you. She's always a lady, just like a lady should be. But when they turn out the lights, she's still a baby to me. 'Cause when we get behind closed doors, then she lets her hair hang down, and she makes me glad that I'm a man. Oh, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. Behind closed doors.
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come, let me love you, come love me like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me.
Train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring at the darkness at the window till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I've made my life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bombed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. Then somewhere in the darkness, The gambler, he broke even, but in his final words I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em,
When to hold on,
know when to fold 'em,
hold on.
know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, and know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal's done. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am. I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love, and oh, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song? Lady, for so many years I thought I'd never find you. You have come into my life and made me whole. Forever, let me wake to see you each and every morning. Let me hear you whisper softly in my ear. In my eyes, I see no one else but you. There's no other love like our love. And yes, oh yes, I'll always want you near me. I've waited for you for so long. Beside me is where I want you to be. 'Cause my love, there's something I want you to know. You're the love of my life. You're my lady. considered him the coward of the county. He never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama called him Tommy, the folks just called him Yellow. But something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. Now he was only 10 years old, Daddy died in prison, and I took care of Tommy, 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy: "Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now it don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man." The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the bar room. One of them got up, met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." You could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let him have it all. And Tommy left the bar, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky," as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, "I promised you, Dad, not to do the things you've done. I'll walk away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak, I couldn't turn the other cheek. Papa, I sure hope you understand. Sometimes you gotta fight for a man." Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. You do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, we got something going on. Tender love is blind, it requires a dedication. All this love we feel needs no conversation. We ride it together, making love with each other. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. From one lover to another.
Can I say one by myself? I can't live without you if the love is gone. Everything means nothing if you got no one, and you just walk in the night to slowly losing sight of the real thing.
But that won't happen to us when
We got no doubt.
too deep in love and we got no way out. And the message is clear. This could be the year for the real thing. that song is in a bar in Toledo, across from the depot. On a bar stool, she took off her ring. I thought I'd get closer, so I walked on. I sat down and asked her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter, and here ever after, I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him, and I closely watched him. I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman who sat there beside me. He had a strange look on his face. Now his big hands were calloused. He looked like a mountain. For a minute I thought I was dead. But he started shaking. His big heart was breaking. And he turned to the woman and said, you picked a fine time. Oh. So now we want to sing. Okay. Why don't you guys just rest up for a minute? I know how tiring that must have been to you. And for God's sake, quit swaying. I love that. Yeah, they take everything I say so literally. I'm just kidding. You can sway if you want. Okay, I'll sway with you. After he left us, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how she'd made him look small. And from the lights of the bar to a rented hotel, we walked without talking at all. Now she was a beauty, but when she came to me, she must have thought I was. 'Cause I couldn't hold her. The words that he told her kept coming back time after time. If you're gonna sing it, sing it. You picked a fine time. Much better with 4 hungry children. 4 hungry children. I've had some bad times. Oh, I've lived through some sad times. This time the hurt won't heal. Everybody in the back, you picked a fine time really loud now. You picked a fine time. One last time, everybody, sing it with me now. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. While she lay sleeping, I stay out late at night and play my song. And sometimes all the nights can seem so long. And it's good when I finally make it home, all alone, while she lays dreaming. I try to get undressed without the lights. Then quietly she said, how was your night? And I come to her and say, it was all right. And I hold her tight. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told could change the world with my little song. I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I'll go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I can find a way while she lays waiting. I stumble to the kitchen for a bite, and I see my old guitar in the night, just waiting for me like a secret friend. And there's no wind while she lays crying. I fumble with a melody or two, and I'm torn between the things that I should do. She says to wake her up when I am through. God, her love is true. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little song. I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I'll go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I can find a way while she lays, while she waits for me. But she has faith in me, and so I'll go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I can find a way while she lays, while she waits for me. Waits for all my life was a paper, once plain, pure, and white, till you moved with your pen, changing moods now and then, till the balance was right. Then you added some music, every note was in place, and anybody could see all the changes in me by the look on my face. And you decorated my life, created a world where dreams are apart. Decorated my life. was no harmony. Life meant nothing to me until you came along and you brought out the colors. What a gentle surprise. Now I'm able to see all the things life can be shining bright in your eyes. Lonely, longing for shelter from all that we see. Why should we worry? No one will care, girl. Look at the stars now, they're so far away. We've got tonight, who needs tomorrow? We've got tonight, babe. Why don't we stay?
Deep in my soul, I've been so lonely. All of my hopes faded away, and I long just like everyone else does. here we are, baby. What do you say?
We've got tonight. Who needs tomorrow?
We got tonight, babe.
Why don't we stay? I know it's late and I know you're weary, and I know your plans don't include me.
Oh, but still here we are. Both of us lonely.
Both of us lonely. We've got tonight.
Who needs tomorrow?
Let's make it last.
Let's find a way.
Turn out the light.
Oh, come take my hand now.
We've got
tonight, babe.
Why don't we stay?
We've got tonight, babe.
Why don't we
stay?
Yeah, oh yeah. What condition, my condition was it? I woke up this morning with the sun down shining in. I found my mind in a brown paper bag right then. Tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. I tore my mind on a jagged sky. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, oh yeah. What condition my condition was in. I pushed my soul in a deep dark hole, then I followed you in. I watched myself crawling out as I was crawling in. I got up so tight I could not unwind. I saw so much, I broke my mind. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was. I said I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, whoa. Reuben James, will you still walk the furrowed fields of my mind? Faded shirt, weathered brow, calloused hands upon the plow. I loved you then and I love you now. Reuben James, Reuben James. One dark cloudy day that brought you from the field into your lonely pine box came just a preacher, me in the rain, just to sing one last refrain for Reuben James. Well, Reuben James, will you still walk the furrowed fields of my mind? Faded shirt, the weathered brow, calloused hands upon the plow. I loved you then and I love you now. Reuben James, Reuben James, will you still walk the furrowed fields of my mind? Faded shirt, the weathered brow, calloused hands upon the plow. I loved you then and I love you now. Reuben James. let it inside. Keep living your life in the dark. Sooner or later, that gentle persuader is gonna catch up with your heart. Make you a dreamer, believer, believing in love. Right when a man's all that he can and he thinks he's got nothing to lose, life will deliver the shock that moves, driving him down to his knees. Make him start giving, living again. Well, it's your mind that talks you into leaving every time. Love will turn you around, turn you around. Well, it's your heart that talks you into staying where you are. Love will turn you around, turn you around. Out of the blue, she reaches for you, and you tell her you don't have the time. So you run away fast, but you know it won't last, because you can't get her off of your mind. Thoughts are burning, turning around. Now how do you know when to stay or to go? And how do you know when it's real? You don't need a sign to make up your mind, because you got your heart at the wheel. You want to start caring, sharing, caring again. Well, it's your mind that talks you into leaving every time. Love will turn you around, turn you around. Well, it's your heart that talks you into staying where you are. Love will turn you around, turn you around. Love will turn you around, turn you around. Turn you around. And you tell her he's working late again, but she knows too well there's something going on. She's been neglected and she needs a friend, so her trembling fingers dial the telephone. Lord, it hurts her doing this again. He's the best friend that her husband ever knew. And when she's lonely, he's more than just a friend. He's the one she longs to give her body to. Daytime friends and nighttime lovers, hoping no one else discovers where they go or what they do and their secret hideaway. Well, daytime friends and nighttime lovers, they don't want to hurt the other, so they love in the nighttime and shake hands in the light of day. When it's over, there's no peace of mind, just a longing for the way things should have been. And she wonders why some men never find that a woman needs a lover and a friend. Daytime friends and nighttime lovers, hoping no one else discovers where they go or what they do in their secret hideaway. Well, daytime friends and nighttime lovers, they don't want to hurt the other, so they love in the nighttime and shake hands in the light of day. Just look at you, standing there. You never looked better than tonight. And it would be so easy to tell you I'd stay, like I've done so many times.
I was so sure
Linda Davis.
this would be the night you would close the door and wanna stay with me. And it would be so easy to tell you I'd stay, like I've done so many times.
Don't fall in love with the dreamer, 'cause he'll always take you in. Just when you think you really changed it, he'll leave you again. Don't fall in love with a dreamer, 'cause he'll break you every time.
Oh, put out the light.
Just hold on before we say goodbye.
When it's morning and the phone rings and you say you gotta get your things together, you just gotta leave before you change your mind.
Oh, and if you knew what I was thinking, girl, I'd turn around. If you'd just ask me one more time. Don't fall in love with the dreamer,
'Cause he'll always take you in.
just when you think you've really changed him, he'll leave you again. Don't fall in love with the dreamer, 'cause he'll break you every time.
Oh, put out the light.
Just hold on before we say goodbye. Before we say goodbye. Goodbye. Girl, there are no words to say what I feel in my heart. And you're on my mind night and day. And it hurts me when we're apart and you're not here by my side. There is nothing in this world for me. I guess I'm crazy, crazy for you, can't you see? And although you may think I'm crazy, this is where I'll always be. I will always need your love. Oh, I can see every dream when I look in your eyes. There is one thing that I realize, that there's no doubt in my mind. We can make this love go on forever. I guess I'm crazy, crazy for you, can't you see? And although you may think I'm crazy, this is where I'll always be. And I need you with me, 'cause you are the dream that finally came true for me. And all my life there'll be no one. If I looked all my life, there could be no one else. For the rest of my life, all I need is you. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, heading for the train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my mouth harp out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing sad while Bobby sang the blues, with those windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby's clapping hands. Finally sang the favorite song that I do. Whoa, whoa, freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left is all she's left for me. Whoa, whoa, feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I've done. And every night she kept me from the cold. Within somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away, searching for the home I hope she'll find. Well, I'd trade all of my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Whoa, whoa, freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left is all she's left for me. Whoa, whoa, feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Bobby McGee. Whoa, whoa, freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left is all she's left for me. Whoa, whoa, feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Bobby McGee.
Before love has a chance to begin.
to make you proud to be my man.
And I'll fulfill all your fantasies.
I guess we're promising a lot, but for now it's all we've got. And I'll stand by you through our rockin' years. Rockin' chairs, rockin' babies, rock-a-bye, rock-a-baby. Side by side, we'll be together always. And if you hold me tight when you love me, that's all I'll ask of you. And I'll stand by you through our rockin' years.
I'll be your friend
I'll be your lover,
until the end. There'll be no other.
and my heart has only room for one.
Yes, I'll always love you.
I'll always be here for you, and I'll stand by you through our rockin' years. Rockin' chairs, rockin' babies, rock-a-bye, rock-a-babies. Side by side, we'll be together always. And if you hold me tight when you love me, that's all I'll ask of you. I'll stand by you through a rockin' years. Rockin' chairs, rockin' babies, rock-a-bye, rock-a-babies. Side by side, we'll be together always. And yes, I'll always love you.
I'll always be here for you.
I'll stand by you
Through a rockin' year.
Yes, I'll be here, and I'll stand by you
Through a rockin' year.
through
A rockin'
Are you sure I haven't loved you somewhere before? In another time, another place, on some distant shore. You know me so well, better than I know myself. And you love me tonight, like you love me all my life, all my life. And with the touch of your hand, you took me farther than I've ever been. You love me like you love me all my life. Love like we made could have taken a lifetime to find. But you found a way to my heart in a moment of time. You know how to care, just like you've always been there. just like you've always been there, and you love me tonight, like you love me all my life, all my life. And with the touch of your hand, you took me farther than I've ever been. You love me like you love me all my life. And with the touch of your hand, you took me farther than I've ever been. You love me like you love me, oh my love. You love me like you love me, oh my life. Show me a bar with a good-looking woman, just get out of my way. Now show me the jukebox, I'll tell you what songs you should play. Now sooner or later, a few shots of bourbon, I'll think of something to say. Whoa, I can take her or leave her, but I'd like to take her away. Liquor and music, a good combination, if you got love on the brain. Now I never knew two women who acted the same. 'Cause some wanna drink first, and some wanna just sit and talk. Whoa, whoa, it's 2 in the morning, I'm running, and she wants to rock. Something's got a hold on me, it's cheap, but it ain't free. Love or something like it's got a hold on me. That's when I ask her, my place or your place, I hope I'm not out of line. Now I asked the wrong thing, just the right woman this time. 'Cause she knew a hotel, she even had a name we could sign. Whoa, whoa, the cheaper the grapes are, the sweeter the taste of the wine. So something's got a hold on me, it's cheap but it ain't free. Love or something like it's got a hold on me. Something's got a hold on me, it's cheap but it ain't free. Love or something like it's got a hold on me. Love is something damn near like it's got a hold on me.
You and I, we were meant to be. I feel it in my soul, feel it in my soul. Never separated, you and me. Broken made whole, broken made whole. The world that tries to steal our hope tries to make us numb, but our love has overcome. And you, my dear, you are my prize. When I look into your eyes, love overflow, I'm never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows ever increasing, I won't let you go. Hearts of fire through and through, follow me, I'll follow you, we will pursue everything together do. Tests and trials, love renew, yeah, we've made it, we've always been proven true. We've always been proven true. Still the world that tries to steal our hope tries to make us numb, but our love has overcome. And you, my dear, you are my prize. When I look into your eyes, love overflow, I'm never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows ever increasing, never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows ever increasing, I won't let you go. We were made for each other.